God always chooses the unlikely people in the unlikely places to do impossible things. Moses in the desert, David in the fields, Jesus in Nazareth. I run a global business from the top of a mountain in Africa, with internet so bad that even loading an email on occasions is close to impossible. Yet we're reaching entrepreneurs around the world. We're growing, sales are happening, coaching is happening. The truth, the biggest limitation in your business isn't your economic environment that you live in. It isn't your country. It isn't the internet. It isn't the geography. It's you. You see, you are the ceiling and the limitation based upon what you believe to be true. There's a myth or a series of myths that we all operate in. Myths around the perfect time for, the perfect time to, ... When the fiber internet comes into where I live, then I'll start. I need a better city. I need a better office. I need a better branded shirt. I need a new website. We put all of this motion in place that just spins on the spot and is progress. Well, progress doesn't happen because what you're actually experiencing with these myths is spiritual warfare against you personally as a human being. You know, David went into battle against Goliath. He wasn't a soldier. He didn't have armor, didn't have a sword, didn't have an army behind him. He had a sling and a rock and took down Goliath. In Ecclesiastes 11:4, whoever watches the wind will not plant. Whoever looks at the clouds will not reap. You see, there's no perfect conditions to do anything. Winners build anyway. Winners take action anyway. Winners don't believe the myths of everybody else. You see, to do what it is that I do with KingdomPreneur, you'd probably say, I need to live in a big urban city where there's lots of customers who can afford what we sell, with 1 terabyte upload and download speed on a Wi-Fi line, with an office, with all of these things. And maybe it would be easier. Equally, I'd probably be surrounded by noise, hustle and bustle, no peace, pollution. You see, Hogsback in South Africa, where I live, is a remote, small village, 2 hours from the nearest city, and the nearest city isn't much bigger than a town. The power goes off, the power goes on, the generator goes off, the generator goes down. The internet, well, it changes from time of day to the weather, to just not at all. Sometimes I have to drive over the mountain to the other side so I can see different cell phone towers to hotspot off my phone and work on my MacBook from my car. The reality is, KingdomPreneur is still serving clients worldwide, and I'm still the highest charging one-to-one business coach in the Southern Hemisphere, and I can do all of that without the city, without fiber, and without a Starbucks, bootleggers, or Gucci coffee shop on every corner. You see, so many entrepreneurs out there are making excuses. I don't have enough money. I don't live in the right place. I don't have the right contacts. The truth is that these excuses are just a disguise for fear. You know, we sell to our limitations. We play to our limitations. We give away control the entire time. You know, there's a wonderful prayer. Dear Lord, please give me the wisdom to let you control whatever it is that's yours to control. And please let me do with what I have. Let me control what's mine. Please, Lord, let me control that excellently. And then please, Lord, please let me have the wisdom to discern between those two things. You see, we're busy as entrepreneurs the entire time trying to control what's God's and give away what's ours to control. We do it because we think that the industry works in a certain way, that there's a way to do it. And I'm going to tell you now that your industry has a broken business model, and I will pretty much guarantee that for 100% of industries. Why? Because almost everybody in every industry is doing it the same way and having exactly the same struggles. And Einstein would call that insanity. And so here's what's really possible. You can grow a global business in 2025 from anywhere on planet Earth, as long as you've got a willingness to do your industry differently. You know, I do a once fortnightly free masterclass online. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to be traveling for work and I already have a place that I'm in that's got great internet. Other times, I've delivered that masterclass on 3G on Zoom on my phone. Other times, I drive 2 hours to the nearest place with high quality fibre and spend a night away from home in order to achieve it. You see, either way, I still make an effort. I make a plan to go and achieve what's needed to grow the business, as opposed to going, oh, I can't do it tonight because it's rained and the mobile phone tower's down, therefore it's not possible. You see, everything is possible if you're willing to make everything possible. But if you say, oh no, that's too much work, or I don't have the time for that, or I don't have the energy for that, well then you just won't get the outcomes from doing that. Everybody, and you're probably one of these people, knows exactly what it is you should do and could do in order to go and have the business that you want to have. And everybody is giving all of the excuses as to why it's not possible. Oh, I don't want people engaging with my business in this way. Good, stay broke. Oh, the internet's not fast enough and I can't do that where I live or where my office is. Good, stay broke. Oh, the customers won't ever come here. Good, stay broke. You see, we pray into existence every excuse that we make. We turn it from a limitation of hours into a limitation of our bank balance because we believe that it's not possible to do something. You know, where I live in Hogsback, we have terrible roads. Everybody's obsessed by the roads. Oh, they're horrible, they're this, the other. The terrible roads mean we live in one of the safest places in South Africa because burglars don't want to come, criminals don't want to come and drive on their roads. They can't get away fast enough. The potholes are too big. Yes, people in sports cars can't come and visit us. But we are an incredible venue for people who've got 4x4s, buckies, trucks, SUVs. Those people who can afford those vehicles are actually premium quality, premium paying people. Why not just go and market the whole area as a magnet, a mecca for anybody with a 4x4? Finally, you're going to get to use low range. Finally, you're actually going to go and get to see what your car really can do. Finally, you're going to get to take it off the tarmac and out of the city and go and see what it can do that you've seen in the magazines, on the internet, or in the brochures. You see, you can have a go global business anywhere if you've got a clear vision and a willingness to see the opportunity as opposed to the threat. You can have a global business anywhere if you're then willing to go and market and sell that opportunity and stop focusing on the problems. You can have a global business anywhere if you're willing to do the work that nobody else in your business or in your industry is willing to do. That's literally the difference between you having financial abundance and poverty, or scarcity or not enough. It is simply your business being willing to do what nobody else in your industry is willing to do. What everybody else says is too hard, too awkward, too painful. When you're willing to do that and start doing it in small increments on a stairway of elevating yourself upwards, you can have what nobody else has. But if you have the same narrative as the rest of your industry, you'll never have what anybody else has. You'll just be broke like the rest of them. You know, then we need to go and have the systems and the strategy in order to go and do it. And that's remarkably simple. Start small, start practical, start hands-on, start hands dirty, start with a low level of ambition, make some money and reinvest it, make some money and reinvest it. When we first started doing these videos, we were filming them on 1 or 2 iPhones. We'd only just bought these microphones. We were trying to edit it all together. Today, we're sat here with 4K cameras, a mixing desk, an audio setup, a full-time video editor, because we just took what we did, made a little bit, we weren't greedy, we reinvested it into the next thing, and the next thing, and soon we'll have more. The last thing is to understand that faith in Him and faith in the opportunities He provides you for allows God to multiply your effort faster than you can work. He comes to the party when you come to the party. You see, He's already coming to the party for you. He's presenting the opportunities to you, and then your brain is making the excuse that I can't do it because. We have to choose what it is that we most want. Broke, at risk, verging on bankruptcy, or uncomfortable, doing what nobody else does, being different in our industry to the point that we stand out so far as different they think we're crazy, but the bank balance, well, that becomes full. Therefore, we can give, we can do more, and we can truly elevate towards creating a legacy for our children's children that we've always wanted to. You see, geography and resources don't define destiny, obedience does. And so the real limitations in mindset is because I don't have enough. Kingdom mindset is I can, because God put man in the garden and told him to work, and fully trusting that God will provide. We've got to do what it says in Romans 12:2, which is be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The uncomfortable part means that's letting go of the truths we believe to be true, letting go of the desire to fit in with our industry, and finally choose to fit in with God. God always chooses the unlikely people in the unlikely places to do impossible things. Moses in the desert, David in the fields, Jesus in Nazareth. I don't know what your mountain is, your small town, your lack of resources. What I know is that's my lack of resources. But even with them, we're still growing globally. We're still selling 3 to 5 new people to become customers and serving them every single week. You see, conditions aren't limitations. You are. And so maybe we need to stop waiting, stop excusing, start building. If I can run a global business from the top of a mountain in Africa with bad internet or no internet, days when I have to drive my 4x4 over the mountain to go and hotspot on my phone from a different mobile phone tower, if I can do that, what is there that you can do? I'm not even from Africa. I don't speak the language. I struggle with English, let alone Afrikaans or Zulu or Xhosa or Sotho. But if I can do that, what can you do? I'm nothing special. The only thing special about me is my willingness to be obedient to God and do the work in my industry that everybody else is not willing to do. And you can do the same.